Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you please confirm whether I'm audible or not? Okay, thank you, Rachel. Fine. Yesterday, we have discussed about direction, and we have discussed about leadership, and we have discussed about communication and types of communication. And with respect to leadership, we have discussed about the qualities of leadership, and we have discussed about the attributes of leadership. Okay. I'll just take in a glimpse. What is about the directing? It is about guidance or inspiration. It is not nothing but a leadership. And we have seen the role of direction. The direction of role in data, role and data. What is their the way of work or what is their responsibility? Develop money internally. Then we have discussed about principles of direction. What are the principles? Which is nothing but sutra. What are the principles they have to follow or what should be? In that, we have seen harmony of objectives or in the command and directed supervision, good communication, and the maximum contribution, appropriate techniques. And also, we have seen about the strategic use of informal organizations. Then comprehension, good leadership, and following. Then we have seen techniques of it. Then we discussed about leadership, roles and functions of a leader. He should be a good role model. He should have common objectives. He has to generate a desire in the people to motivate them towards achieving the common goal. And he has to work with the followers and he has to get the feedback or he also get the cooperation of the team. Then we have seen about attributes, which is nothing but the qualities of a leader. Then we have seen the styles of leadership, where we talked about autocratic and democratic. Can you please give an answer which is autocratic and which is democratic? You just put me your answers in chat box. What is mean by autocratic? What is mean by democratic? We don't know, just put no, nothing to worry. We'll discuss again. No answer? Fine, no problem. It is in autocratic leadership where the authority of superior is high. It is in a democratic, freedom of subordinates is high. In the sense, in autocratic, they will be having a close monitoring and supervision where the people are not that much skilled enough or they are not technically fit. There they apply this autocratic. And also where the secrecy of information is required, where the data security is more important, there they use this autocratic leadership. If it is in a democratic, what will happen? They will discuss with the subordinates Voice level low. What about others? Everybody is having same issue or only Ahmed? Voice related issue. What about others? Yes. So it's low. But I'm using the same mic, same system. I don't know. Right. Okay. Now is it fine?
Okay,
Just
sir.
let me know.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Because of fan. Maybe it is. ठीक है अभी clear है ना?
हाँ, yes, sir. Clear है, sir.
Great, thank you. Yeah, okay. Basically, this autocratic, as I mentioned, where the more supervision is required and where the people are not technically skilled enough, where the data secrecy is required, there they will implement the autocratic leadership. If it is democratic, what will happen is any manager or the management, they'll go to the subordinates before taking any decisions for their feedbacks, because there the subordinates have more freedom, in the sense their involvement is addressed or their involvement is considered, where their involvement is accepted. It is called democratic. I know initially it will be a bit problem who are freshers to safety, but we have to remember these terminologies. Okay, we have seen all this, and we have seen communication. It is nothing but exchanging of information, and we have seen the role of the communication, and we have discussed about the basic process of communication and what are the elements. Will be there like sender, message, encoding, channel, then receiver, decoding, then we'll get a feedback. It is an example, the flow diagram of how a communication process happens. Then we have seen nature of communication as well. Okay. Now we'll see what are the different channels of communication. During discussion about the elements of communication, in that one of the element is channel. So here, if you see the communication, there is a channel and there is a media. Channel in the sense it is a formal or informal channel. It is in a downward and sense upward, horizontal and diagonal. The formal communication downward, upward, horizontal, diagonal, in the sense, if you are remember the span management we have discussed or the organization structure we have discussed. For example, there is a board, there is a board of directors, this is the chairman, then we have departmental heads, then we have engineers or senior engineers, and there we have workers. So this is a typical organization structure. So what will happen here, if it is say formal, the information will go one by one. It will come here, then it will come here, then it will come here. Either upward, in the sense, either if you, any complaint, if you go the same way, it will go here and go there, and finally it will go to the chairman. If it is in horizontal, between these two departmental heads, this information will be sharing. And if it is in a diagonal, either this person he can share directly with the other engineer, or this person may be directly shared with this engineer. That is about the how information will go. If it is an informal, it will go in all directions, because being it is an informal message, like a gossips. Manchi anukondi, gossips in the sense it will go can anywhere from worker to direct chairman also it can go. Being it is a informal communication. If it is a formal communication, how it has to go? It will go like from the it will follow the hierarchy. అంటే ఒక లెవెల్ నుంచి ఇంకొక లెవెల్కి ఇంకొక లెవెల్ నుంచి ఇంకొకరికి వెళ్తూ ఉంటుంది. ఇఫ్ సీ మీడియా మీడియా అంటే ఏంటి ఎలా వెళ్తుంది అంటే దానికి వాడే పద్ధతి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ you are crossing a river, the media will be either a ship or boat or by swimming. So here the oral, written, electronic or gesture అంటే కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇన్ ద వాట్ ఫామ్ అంటే ఎటువంటి ఏ రూపంలో ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వెళ్తుంది. ఓరల్ మీన్స్ వన్ టు వన్ కమ్యూనికేషన్, ఏదైతే వాట్ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ నౌ ఇట్ ఇస్ అన్ ఓరల్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ అంటే మాటలతోటి వేరే వాళ్ళకు మన ఉద్దేశాన్ని తెలియపరచడం. Written means you are writing a formal letter, and electronic may be a mails, gestures in the sense symbols, like how a deaf person he will give his hand postures or gestures by communication. Saying that even we used to say our friends if they are very long, if I need a water, we'll give a symbol stating that just bring me some water. The hand gestures will be the it is in a non-verbal communication అంటే మనకి చేతులతో కానీ కాళ్ళతో కానీ మనం ఇచ్చే కమ్యూనికేషన్ వితౌట్ ఎనీ వాయిస్. As we see, there are tools for communication. There are means, the information, how it is going to be communicated. Oral, as I mentioned, there is a personal talk, phone, meetings, audio, video, etc. Written may be letters, circulars, memos or reports, notices, handbooks, manuals or booklets. Visual may be newsletters or new reels, films, videos or while playing or posters or pictures. Pictures will be visual representation. We used to put the safety signboards or safety caution boards or safety informative signages. All these are visual representation or visual representation of communication. Informal may be casual or incidental talk or meetings. Casual in the sense there is no planned meeting. Generally, you and your colleague are coming from lunch. Other departmental manager suddenly came to you. He is just communicating you about the near miss happens, which is an informal communication. Otherwise, what he is to do as a formal, he will take a near miss report sample and he will fill the report and give it to you. That is a formal way of communication. Now, barriers to communication. This is very important. There is a more chances to ask, like elements of communication and the channels or media, then barriers. So barrier in the sense obstructions, the problems అంటే ఉండే ఏమంటారు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ సమస్యలు ఏంటి అంటే మనం కమ్యూనికేట్ చేయడానికి మనకుండే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ obstacles. So if you see here, incomplete, ambiguous or badly expressed message, it is the one barrier, because if you are giving an incomplete information, the person may not understand what to do after the information he got. So you have to give a complete information or badly expressed, which means you are not communicated properly. In the sense, if somebody asks you an address, you should tell them very clearly. You should not confuse them. That is about, or you should not give the halfway of. You should not give the halfway address. That is about the incomplete or badly expressed message. Then absence of clarity of thought. So clarity of thought in the sense, whoever is the passing the communication or information, he is not having any idea what is communicating. There is no clarity of thought. అంటే ఎవరైతే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చెప్తున్నారో or communication ఇస్తున్నారో, they don't know the clarity on the information what they are giving or what they are talking. जो भी बता रहा है उनको, जो उनकी information जो बता रहा है उसके बारे में कुछ भी clarity नहीं है. Then absence of brevity and also exactness, unwanted length, words, repetitions. One second, guys. Okay, fine. Sorry. Then absence of brevity and exactness. Brevity in the sense it is again it is about the clarity or the crispness. Then unwanted length, the words, and also the repetitions over elaboration. So unwanted length. For giving a short answer, is giving so much explanation, or you're using typical words which the people are not able to understand, or over elaboration, giving it too much examples. Then timeliness, the message does not reach in time. The time also is the one of the issue. Whatever the communication you are supposed to give, it is not reach in time. అంటే టైంకి వెళ్ళాల్సిన మెసేజ్ టైంకి వెళ్ళలేదు. So it went very late. Then lack of attention by the receivers. For example, the people are not attentive. అంటే ఏంటి వాళ్ళు వినట్లేదు లేదంటే ఆలకించట్లేదు అంటారు. The people are not interested on what information they are listening. Or organizational barrier like a scalar chain of command, filtering of message, discourage to informal communication, or excessive controls. So organizational barrier will be sometimes scalar chain of command. What is mean by scalar chain of command? What is mean by scalar chain of command? You can put your answer in chat box. What is mean by scalar chain of command? Yes, come on. It is a simple question.
So can you repeat the question? Because of a net issue, I couldn't hear the question properly.
Okay, what is mean by scalar chain of command? Scalar chain of command. So leave about scalar chain of command. What is mean by chain of command? Superior to top management. Okay. I got a response from Ahmed.
Level of authority, sir, means as per the designation, the command will come.
Yeah, that is also true. One way of telling it. Very good. It is simple that the chain of command in the sense how a command will flow. For example, I'll give you a basic example. A worker cannot give command to the supervisor. A supervisor cannot command manager. A manager cannot command joint managing director. Simple logic, right? So here the scalar chain of command in the sense how commands can be come down from chairman to the bottom level, a superior to the his reporting people or to the workers or down level people. That is the scalar chain of command. Okay, top to bottom, how a message will or how a instruction will follow. It is nothing about almost an authority, how authority can flows like that. Then filtering of message, that is also one. Like from the top management, if message comes, by the time it will reaches to the ground level, the message gets filtered many ways. Then discouragement to the informal communications and excessive control. Discouragement in the sense not supporting the informal communications, and too much controls in the sense the information has to flow one by one only. If any communication or informal communication, the organization is not allowing to do. That is about organizational barriers. Then status barrier, subordinates has fear to report everything to the superior and may hide the unpleasant facts. It is a quite relevant point with the safety department. How it is relevant with the safety department? Subordinates has fear to report everything. అంటే కింద పనిచేసే వర్కర్లు సూపర్వైజర్లకు చెప్పడానికి భయపడుతుంటారు. How it is related with safety? Who are working in already in safety department?
Sir, they think that if they tell something, some information regarding any incident or near miss, they think that they may be harmed.
Correct. Perfect example. So here the thing is, whatever the information or the data which is passing through the safety department, they may feel that they may pulled into that incident, or they may get investigated, or their supervisor may give a scolding, or he'll give warning. They'll feel insecure for the giving the information, for the fear factor. So that fear factor we should remove from the bottom line people. That is the biggest task the safety people have to do. It is not about doing policing job, going with a penalty slip or shouting on people where about PPs. It is about how you are improving the culture or changing the mindset of the people towards safety culture. Sorry, I got a query. Who is this? Any question? Yes, Ahmad.
సార్ పీపుల్ మైండ్ సెట్ మనం మార్చొచ్చు కానీ బట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సపోర్ట్ కూడా ఉండాలి సార్.
That is the primary part. Until unless the management is not having any support, the safety officer will be a dump in the organization. Yeah, true. That is true. Then perceptual barrier, in the sense the receiver may pay attention only on the part where he has interest or liking, and may underrate or filter the message. Perceptual barrier in the sense wherever the topic is interested or wherever the topics he likes, only those topics they will listen or they will take into their mind. Otherwise they won't listen to it. అంటే ఎవరికైతే వాళ్ళకి నచ్చిన టాపిక్స్, వాళ్ళకి నచ్చిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అయితే వింటారు. బాహుబలి స్టోరీ చెప్తే వింటారు, మేనేజ్మెంట్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ గురించి చెప్తే వినరు. ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ an example. I'm sorry, it is just an example. I'm not criticizing anybody. So it is about the interest of the people, where they will justify or where they will filter, where they will put their concentration. Information overloaded, as the word itself it says, due to overload work, the managers may ignore some messages, may forget to inform, or some people or may send incomplete message because they are hurried or they are confused or they have many tasks to complete in that specific day. So they, in that case, they may forgot, they might forgot to give a message. In the sense, it is a communication. And premature evaluation in the sense, before a completion of a topic or before completion of a communication, they will evaluate the speaker. They will say that, in camera, before completing the lecture or before completing the speech, the people will come to the premature evaluation. The receiver evaluates the message before getting it complete information. That is, he derives a premature conclusion. He'll come to the conclusion. For example, as a safety officer, we are doing accident investigation. So what we'll do in accident investigation, anybody can tell who is working already?
Sir, in the accident investigation, they will go to the actual incident where it happened, and there whoever will be the means who has noticed that and who will be nearby that incident when the incident is happened, they will investigate with them. They will listen all their points, and
Rajni, sorry, we lost you. We are not able to hear you. Yeah.
Sir, I was telling that when there is an incident happened, so wherever the incident is happened, whoever has noticed that incident, so they will go to the accident place and they will investigate those persons, and after that, whatever the control measures which was avoided or which was neglected, those things they will also consider those things, and after that they will come to the conclusion for the incident.
Okay, fine. Here, I'll give it one real-time scenario. Let us understand how the people will think. There is an incident happened, a small head injury because of the worker. He is not using the helmet. Already, safety department has given the helmet, and he has briefed many times, and he has attended many trainings, and still he got an injury. Here, what is the root cause of incident? In this case, do your investigation, go to the site, inquire with the eyewitnesses, and you will inquire about with the victim also, I mean, who is injured person. What will be the conclusion of this incident? Who is the mistake? Because of unsafe action? My question clear గా ఉందా? ఒక వ్యక్తికి తలపైన గాయం జరిగింది. ఎందుకు అంటే హెల్మెట్ పెట్టుకోలేదు. ఆల్రెడీ సేఫ్టీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నుంచి ఆయనకి హెల్మెట్ ట్రైనింగ్ కూడా ఇవ్వటం జరిగింది. మనకి రెండు రకాలుగా ఉన్నాయి. అన్సేఫ్ యాక్షన్ అంటాము, అన్సేఫ్ కండిషన్ అంటాము. అన్సేఫ్ యాక్షన్ మీన్స్ ద యాక్షన్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ లీడింగ్ టు incidents or which are not safe for himself or for the people who are working around. అంటే మనుషులు చేసే తప్పిదాలన్నీ కూడాను అన్సేఫ్ యాక్షన్స్ అంటాం. అన్సేఫ్ కండిషన్స్ అంటే అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ హ్యూమన్ యాక్టివిటీస్ లైక్ స్లిప్పరీ సర్ఫేస్, ద మిషన్ ఈస్ గివింగ్ హై నాయిస్ ఆర్ డ్యామేజ్డ్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ కేబుల్, కెమికల్ స్పిల్లేజ్, గ్యాస్ లీకేజ్ ఆర్ వైబ్రేషన్, విచ్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ the condition of the surrounding environment or working environment will be unsafe condition. నేను ఇచ్చిన ఎగ్జాంపుల్లో కన్క్లూషన్ ఏంటి? వాట్ ఈస్ ద కన్క్లూషన్? వాట్ ఈస్ ద రూట్ కాజ్ ఆఫ్ యాక్సిడెంట్?
Unsafe act, sir.
Okay, what you will do further? No, what is your conclusion? Unsafe action, it is fine. What is the root cause? You will write a statement, right? Root cause of the incident.
क्या हुआ सर, एक बार बताएंगे सर?
हाँ, मैं बोला कि एक आदमी को सर के ऊपर जो इंजरी हो गया है, वो हेलमेट नहीं पहना था, बट उसको पहले से हेलमेट ऑलरेडी दे चुका है, उनको ट्रेनिंग भी दिया हुआ है सेफ्टी की, आई मीन डिपार्टमेंट की तरफ से, फिर भी वो नहीं पहना है, उसकी वजह से उसको चोट लग गया. इधर रूट काज क्या हो सकता है?
सर वो नेग्लिजेंसी किया है.
नेग्लिजेंसी, ओके, वेरी गुड.
Lethargy also, sir.
Sorry?
Lethargy.
Lethargy means? I'm sorry.
Lethargy means అన్ని అతనికి హెల్మెట్ పెట్టుకోవాలని తెలిసి కూడా పెట్టుకోకపోవడాన్ని సోమరితనం అంటారు చూడండి సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే, ఫైన్.
దాన్ని lethargy అంటారు.
ఓకే, intentionally he has not used.
Yes sir.
Okay. Hariram, what you have given example?
So there
lack of supervision be sir, lack of supervision.
Okay, lack of supervision. Yes, Rajni? Rajni, your voice is not clear.
सर वो जानबूझ के लापरवाही किया है सर.
sir, there may be two root causes. One is human behavior.
Okay.
The behavior is and
Rajni, your voice is not clear actually. Maybe your network issue. You can put in chat box, Rajni.
And one more root cause will means one more problem will be the supervision. That also we need to consider this. Sir,
Okay.
am I audible now, sir?
Yes, we are clear.
Yes,
We
sir.
got we got your answer. One is intentional, and the other is lack of supervision. Okay. Generally, what will happens? That's where we'll end up with our investigation, but we have to come out from that the idea or the perception, because we'll be ending with saying that behavioral problem, that is very good, and then supervision, okay, that is also fine. If you see a supervision that is in a physical issue, the supervisor or who are there or where, that can be done. If you see the behavioral issues, apart from this, we have to understand the condition of the workplace, because he is not using helmet. Because of what reason? There may be a multiple reasons. Either the PPE which you have given, which is not comfortable for the workers to use on continuous basis. That may be a reason he has not used or he has taken out. The other behavioral will be, maybe he is using from longer duration, maybe he got vexed or supervisory issues. So we should not always end with the conclusion stating that behavioral problems or supervision. We have to dig into a deep dive. So why is doing unsafe action, or somebody told, or because of work pressure he is doing unsafe action, or he is doing intentionally, or he is doing a lack of awareness. There will be multiple causes for one unsafe action. As I mentioned, because of work pressure or peer pressure, or you want to have an actional this thing, you want to go for a vacation, maybe he's in that hurry, or he don't know what to be done, or he's doing intentionally to get a scolding from his supervisor, or he want to take some revenge. So we have to see the contributory causes for the unsafe actions also. Okay, then only it will be a good investigation, and it will come out with a good inputs to avoid the reoccurrence of the accidents. Yes.
ఇక్కడ ఒక ఇన్షియన్స్ తనంతకు తానే గాయపరుచుకునే అంటున్నారు కదా సార్.
ఇంటెన్షనల్లీ ఎస్ అవ్వచ్చు,
ఇంటెన్షనల్లీ. కానీ ఇదే పాయింట్ రేజ్ అంటే అడిగింటే వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్పారంటే కావాల్సిన ఎవరు మనం హాని చేసుకోం కదా అని ఒక పాయింట్ కూడా రేజ్ అయింది. ఎందుకంటే సేమ్ సిచ్యువేషన్ వచ్చింది సార్ ఇది.
అవుతుంది. ఎందుకు అవుతుందంటే అక్కడ దేర్ ఇస్ నో ఇది కదా, సో దేర్ ఇస్ నో ఎవిడెన్స్.
ఇప్పుడు మనకు కావాలని నెత్తికి ఎవరు దెబ్బ తగిలించుకోరు కదా, అది అన్ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ గా జరిగిందని వర్కర్స్ కూడా అంటారు కదా సార్.
వర్కర్స్ కూడా అంటారు. నేను చెప్తుంది ఏంటంటే అక్కడ ఎవిడెన్స్ లేనప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ కారణాలు ఉండొచ్చు. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అక్కడ సీసీ కెమెరా లేదు, ఆయన హెల్మెట్ పెట్టుకున్నాను నేను, కానీ నాకు దెబ్బ తగిలింది అంటారు, లేదా కావాలని ఎవరు చేయలేదంటారు. ఎక్కడైతే మనకి ఫిజికల్ ఎవిడెన్స్ అనేది లేదో, సో విజువల్ ఎవిడెన్స్ అనేది లేవో, అక్కడ మన ఇవన్నీ ఉంటాయి, కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్స్ అనేవి ఉంటాయి. ఒకసారికి ఎవరికి దెబ్బలు తగలవు. మనము హైరార్కీ చూసుంటాం కదా, ద నియర్ మిస్ హైరార్కీ. సో బేసికలీ ఇనిషియల్లీ ఇట్ మే హ్యాపెన్ 200 నియర్ మిస్సెస్, then it will go to 30 minor cases, then one pattern. Maybe prior to that incident, we have to look for, is there any non-compliance with him, or how his behavior. We have to discuss about the peers, or we have to discuss about the other co-workers also. అంటే వాళ్ళతో పాటు పనిచేసే వాళ్ళ విత్ కూడా డిస్కస్ చేయాలి, or ఆయన సూపర్వైజర్తో కూడా మనం డిస్కస్ చేయొచ్చు. How he is behaving, what is his approach towards safety, whether he is following regularly, or today only he has done like that, or how he is behaving with the people. Is there any family issues with him? Maybe the people are suicided in their organizations also, because maybe he is having personal problem in his home. He came to the organization, he will fall down from the higher levels intentionally. Then they will turn into organization stating that because of supervisor pressure or supervisor manager pressure, he has fallen down from the heights. There may be n number of reasons behind, but we should not come to the conclusion with the unsafe behavior. There may be a contributory actions towards the unsafe action. అంటే వాళ్ళకి అన్సేఫ్ యాక్షన్ చేయడానికి ఎంతో కొంత ప్రేరేపణ ఉంటుంది. అది ఏదైనా కావచ్చు, అది ఎక్స్టర్నల్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఇంటర్నల్ రీజన్స్ కూడా అవ్వచ్చు. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు గో ఇన్ సచ్ ఎ డెప్త్ టు గెట్ the real root cause of the incidents. Then only it will make sense. That's what I've learned in my experience. Okay, is it clear? Simply we will write a report because of unsafe action. He has got injured because of negligence of the worker. He has been injured because of not using helmet. He has got injured. Don't write such kind of statements in your investigations. You have to write very clearly because of so and so reason he has not used, or whatever the PPs which are given, it is giving uncomfortable or it is giving discomfort for the such a time of longer duration. If you see some of the glouses, rubber gloves or any leather gloves, it will give an itching if you are using for more than 1 or 1.5 hour for the longer durations. These all factors has to be considered. Then it makes sense. Okay. Any doubts? Are we clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yeah. Then channel distortion, which is in the sense whatever the channels we have seen, formal, informal, physical or mechanical, electronic distortions, or mistranslations in the sense like we are using any mic or we are giving any speakers or we are using any mobile phone. It is not properly working. Then improper order of information, you are not giving information in an order way. Then that also will be it is a barrier. Then improper selection of medium. Or medium in the sense what? What is the medium? What is mean by medium? What is